In the figure of Nimrod, a warrior king, we are given the epitome of depraved human behavior. A mighty hunter of men and beasts and a sinner before God. In this world of ruthless competition, Nimrod had a dream that foretold his eventual downfall at the hand of a male child soon to be born. And so he ruled that all pregnant women would report to a building where all births would be monitored. Male infants would be slaughtered on the spot. To save her soon-to-be-born child, Talai went to a cave to give birth secretly. The male infant was left in the cave to fend for itself, and from this extreme and unnatural situation, public eating took a new and miraculous turn. The angel Gabriel transformed the infant Abraham's right hand into an all-purpose dispenser of food and drink. From his little finger, the child could suck milk. From a second finger, water. From a third, honey. From a fourth, the juice of dates. And from his thumb, butter. This miracle is today recreated in the common bar gun or soda fountain console. Only a child suckled on his own hand would have grown into a man filled with the superhuman urge to offer hospitality. As Abraham's father was in the idol fabrication business, Abraham was quick to see the sham involved in worshiping wood and stone. But instead of leaving it at that, he became obsessed with the idea of an intangible and sometimes absentee owner and supplier of everything. Like all men after him, he looked down at his own nipples, from which no milk could flow, and was reminded of his nutritive impotence. He was driven to control animals and the labor of men and women to provide nourishment, and this drive to provide nourishment was masked by an extravagant display of hospitality, and his hospitality was masked by an imaginary owner of all his food and drink. He was reduced to a mere conduit of nature's bounty. He left Babylon and, with his wife and small tribe of shepherds, went to proselytize in the wilderness of Canaan. Abraham's tent, of Bedouin design, was positioned on the crossroads of a busy trade route somewhere in Hebron. Boys were hired to tend his sheep and goats, so that Abraham could give himself over to the practice of hospitality, which was to offer a place of refuge to those wandering souls who, for one reason or another, have cut their cultural moorings to travel on the path of darkness and folly. The tent was constructed of strips of woven goat hair. The flaps could be adjusted on all sides to catch breezes. When it rained, the hair swelled to become a waterproof covering. The tent was divided in two, a woman's section, where cooking was done, and a men's section, for the entertaining of guests. Abraham positioned himself at the flap of the men's section and waited for wandering souls in the desert. He'd leap from his seated position and rush to intercept them. He'd offer to wash their feet and prepare a small banquet in their honor. This almost pathological generosity was manifest among the Bedouins up until the 19th century. It was said to be a natural outgrowth of desert life, where each person was dependent upon others for survival. 3 days of unstinting generosity was the norm. Abraham, at the age of 100, sat in the blistering desert heat, nursing his recently self-inflicted wound of circumcision, and, as ever, still preoccupied with entertaining wayward souls. At that moment, 3 travelers appeared before his tent. He ran to meet them and called to his wife to prepare a meal of round, flat cakes and Laban and cheese. This time, sensing that these were special guests, he himself ran to fetch 3 kids. The creatures were slaughtered and dressed with the speed and ease that one would today open a shrink-wrapped portion of meat from the supermarket. With the kids' entrails still quivering with life, they were placed on the fire.